Hello to everyone watching this, wherever you may be, whatever the time is, wherever you are. Thank you and welcome for watching this, another Thoughts on the Stream video essay, which I plan to do more of these in 2024. I know on the main channel um, that I say quite a lot of things. I say a lot, but I want to go back to these video essays. So in 2024, you can expect seeing my face or hearing my voice quite often. The subject I want to talk about right now is something that I think has affected our lives, and it really stretches across a wide spectrum of thoughts, feelings, associations, you name it. And that subject is fear. It's a four-letter word with a lot of meaning and a great impact for all of us. We're fearful to go down to the streets at night. We're fearful to walk by ourselves, or maybe fearful crossing the street. There are a lot of things simply where we live that may cause us to fear. I mean, whatever is happening in one section of the world is very fearful. We don't know how a conflict will be resolved. We don't know a situation of watching maybe just a typhoon swarm over a small village in Asia and just completely take our lives. And then you're fearful for the people who live in that town and also the citizens, the children, the animals. We're fearful. And then you watch that and you know that this world is not right as of 2023. And that's okay. Fear definitely keeps us in check. It keeps us, or it makes us realize that this life, this one life that we all live and have the opportunity to enjoy, fear helps us realize this life ain't forever. That one day we're going to pass and will determine we will be at the final place that we deserve to be in. But all I can just say is that fear of things we can change in our control and things we cannot change in our control is very real, and in some cases very profitable. I can't tell you how many times I've come across the post from an associate or friend regarding about secret societies or other fears that are out there in the world, real or imagined. I'll leave that up to you as far as what you believe. But it is very, very fearful. And they make us afraid. They provoke that emotion in us because we're not sure how things will turn out. What's the secret plan? Or is the secret plan already been enacted? Have the players and the instruments of this great plan that we don't know already in motion? There's a reason why conspiracy theories have jumped off the radar in the past few years. If you can make someone believe they're the worst of mankind, so be it. And I try to think back that quote by Lyndon B. Johnson, President of the United States. I think he said something along those lines about if you convince a man that he is the lowest. I don't know the exact quote. I'm sorry. There's some things I can't remember. My memory is short circuit now, but I I would advise you to look that up and look check it out for yourself. And even in the comment section, if you want to post that quote in the comments, that'll be fine too. I don't mind that at all. But it's the power of the person who makes that post, who says that thing, who shares that conspiracy theory, that has the power over us, because when we see it in our timelines or on our phones, our social feeds, and we actually believe what is in those theories, then that means that is another reason why we should be fearful. But fear is often, unless it's unchallenged, will run your life. It will ruin your life in most cases. And that's why it's so important to fight back against the fear, to do your research, to study. And if you're in a situation where you have to go through a medical procedure, go through it. Challenge what the doctors are saying. If you have to go through it, accept it. I had that experience in a different fashion, right? Those of you who know me on another channel know that I've gone through not one, but 2 strokes. And I hate to keep saying it, but I am a stroke survivor, and I want to share that good story with you. As far as surviving those strokes, I had a good friend of mine, a friend I've known since childhood. Not too long after I returned home and in recovery, he suffered 1 stroke, and unfortunately is not here with us today. But in my experience, I was very fearful. In the hospital, I didn't know what was going to happen to me. But I had enough faith to know that I would be all right. And that's what happened. I eventually made it out healthy, good health, and able to have a good full recovery. But those nights I spent in the hospital, there was a lot of uncertainty. There was a lot of fear. And that's what fear is. It's the uncertainty of how life will be day to day. We can say something's happening in Latin America or in Europe, Asia, anywhere in the world, such as what's happening now. And we can be afraid, we can be scared, because we know people who live in those areas. And we're fearful for them. We even pray for them. We know that prayer will at least help us understand that whatever we fear, if we believe in an Almighty God, then it'll be taken care of. If we're not religious, we just think that, okay, the goodness of man, right? Or some spark of goodness within mankind will help alleviate that. But all I can just tell you is that having enough faith will usually help us get through. And sometimes I believe that it is our lack of faith that all this fear-based material and content floods our timelines, our social feeds, because we don't have enough faith. We need to get back to that. We really do. We really need to get back to having that faith, knowing that no matter what happens, in the end, it will be all right. We need to get back to that. We need to get back to looking fear straight in the eye. Said, you know what? No matter what happens, I will be all right. Fear is designed to make you realize that life is not forever. But faith is a way and a belief that no matter what comes at you, everything will be all right in the end. We may not see the end, but at least we know that everything will still be all right regardless. So I guess my message to everyone out there watching this, and I guess as a final wrap up, is just have enough faith to know that whatever is going on in the world, whatever is going on here in this country, whatever is going on in your neighborhood or even your school or anywhere that you happen to be, just know that you have enough faith that you can not only move mountains, but you can move worlds also. All it takes is just that belief that everything will be all right no matter what. You can do it. And whatever is happening on the outside of your community or any place that you can't control, don't worry about it. Just control what you can control in your immediate vicinity, in your environment, and everything will be all right. So I want to thank you for watching another video essay here on Thoughts on the String. I invite you to subscribe if you feel this message and all the other messages before this in the collection are worth your while, worth your time. Like I said, 2024, I plan to add more Thoughts on the String for you, past and present, so get ready. I'm going to speak my mind on a lot of different subjects, and I hope that you're here for it. But I would like to thank you for at least watching this, if you happen to watch, and I want to wish each and every one of you a very happy and blessed New Year. I hope that it's one where we don't have a lot of fear, but at the same time, we replace that fear with a lot of faith. So until next time, just want to wish you all the best. Have a good time before the new year, and after the new year, take care.